Hello everyone. Yeah, just haven't made a video in a long time, but this is just really a tyre video. It's a long-term tyre video. I got the Diablo Rosso Corsa 2s, which is like a hypersport tyre, on my major service, which was 24,000 kilometers. I have been riding them every day and had them on one track day, and then COVID happened. Still riding them every day. And you know, one track day and you know, riding to work, I am 1,000 kilometers away from my minor service. So I've had them for 5,000 kilometers. Now, my friend, you can kind of see the wear patterns that I got from the track right on the very edge. I mean, I sometimes get right to the edge just on the roads. Depends, really. You can get a lot of traction in Australia because of the heat sometimes. But looking at the wear indicator here, you can kind of see that I've still got, in the centre of the tyre, quite a few mils left. I think this tyre, based on the way it's wearing, will do 8,000 kilometers. And I don't pussyfoot around, really. I'm fairly how's you going when it comes to riding the bike day to day. So, you know, I think my friend got a brand new set of tyres, and I compared them against mine after doing like 4,000 kilometers on them, and the centre wear indicator marker was different by about 1.2 millimeters. This tyre, if you're good with your gear shifts, it will last. In terms of flat spots, that's what the profile of the tyre looks like at 5,000 kilometers and one track day. So it's still fairly round, if you ask me. I'm impressed with this tyre. This is worth the extra pennies. In the cold and the wet, it's worked really, really well. I'm happy with it in the cold and the wet. And you can see, you know, the side indicator marker there kind of shows you how much you got left of edge grip. On the front, same story. The front tyres, I always seem to wear my front tyres down about the same as the rear, you know. Where's the wear indicator? There's the wear indicator for this one. So it's going on about the same as the rear, really. It's definitely wearing down. You can see I've got it pretty close to the edge, but not all the way. And yeah, so I was a bit worried about these tyres on a 1000cc, but and yeah, I'm a bit naughty, but and I thought, oh, I'll just buy them once, and you know, if they don't last that long, at least I can say I had a pair of Pirellis on the bike and I did a track day with them, and I could measure that up against my Bridgestone experience. My Bridgestone tyres, you know, lasted like the same, S21s lasted about the same amount of time that these are going to last, I think. Very impressed. So my recommendation is you try S22s and these, and if you can afford them, you just pick the ones that you like. If you can't afford these, then you go for the S22s. But like in terms of those touring tyres, because you know, on other bikes I've had Angel GT2s, and the Michelin Pilot Road 5s and all that jazz. They last so long, but the flat spot that you get, you know, during its life, it just makes you want to get rid of them. And you've got like loads of tread left, but just this great big flat spot. And it just completely changes the way the bike handles. Whereas I find these Hypersport tyres, by the time the flat spot starts to emerge and ruin the handling experience, it's also time to change them because you're getting really close to the wear indicators. So they seem about, I don't know, these tyres for me are the ones I'm probably going to stick with. So yeah, that's the review of the Diablo Rosso Corsa 2s on a 1000cc. I definitely recommend them for 600cc bikes and middleweight bikes and lightweight bikes. Worried about the 1000s, but they work absolutely fantastic on this. Not doing burnouts. And I run road pressures, and on track I was running between 28 to 30, and on a really bumpy track I did 26 psi in the rear and always 30 psi in the front, but on the really bumpy, even on the bumpy track I ran 30 psi in the front. But just normal road pressures, and they feel great. Cold, look, no tyre feels good in the wet. The Bridgestones definitely do feel better in the wet, but these ones, less confidence inspiring, but still feel connected. I feel safe. I don't feel like I'm riding on eggshells with these. With these tyres, these are as fast as I'd want to go in the wet anyway. I felt like I could push more with the Bridgestones, but I didn't want to because it's wet. But the Bridgestones felt like they could do more. Whereas these tyres, they kind of cap out at my willingness to ride faster in the rain as well. So we're kind of matched together in that sense. I wouldn't want to go faster in the wet, and I don't feel like these tyres would feel good if I did either. So it's like, okay, I'll meet you middle of the ground. So yeah, great tyre. I recommend it. Bit more expensive than competition, and that's it. It's Pirelli.